Lauren, and this is my ode to Glasgow. When I was 18, I moved to Scotland by myself. I didn't have any family or friends over here, but I knew it was where I wanted to be. Throughout high school, the American college experience that was constantly being shoved down my throat began, appealing to me less and less. Okay, although drinking cheap beer in a sweaty basement of a fraternity house or early morning tailgates on a Saturday before a football game can be fun, that wasn't the life I wanted for the next 4 years. Instead, I began looking at college abroad. Pretty early on, I landed on the UK because there would be no language barrier. As I continued with my research, Glasgow stood out to me the most. I'd be lying if I said the historic campus didn't help persuade me. But beyond the university, Glasgow as a city felt right. A vibrant city with strong-headed individuals, it reminded me a bit of Philadelphia, where I'm from. I was fortunate enough to make the trip across the pond with my dad to look at schools before I graduated. In a week, we covered 5 cities across 3 different countries, Glasgow being the last place we visited. I knew if I got into the University of Glasgow, I'd be going there. My mind was already made up. The following months after that trip were incredibly difficult for me. I faced a ton of challenges and got to the point where I was uncertain if I'd even graduate high school that year. My parents, counselors, and teachers, though supportive, didn't really believe that I was going to pull off getting into university and moving abroad. Nonetheless, I had my mind made up and kept holding on to that idea of Glasgow. I'm incredibly proud to say I made it happen. However, just like the American college experience wasn't for me, over the past few months, I've decided university itself isn't for me. That being said, this means my time in Glasgow is coming to an end. I'm so thankful to have called this city home for the past few years, and I wouldn't change that for the world. For all the memories and friends I've made, I'm forever grateful. So this is just a video to honor my time and show my appreciation. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so start off, just give me a little hello, little greeting, and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Sheridan. I have lived in Glasgow all of my life. I went to primary school here, nursery here, and high school here, and now I'm at the University of Glasgow, and I could not be happier.
Hi, my name's Sophie. I'm 19 and I've been here for a grand total of 2 weeks.
Hi, I'm Lois. I'm 19. I'm originally from a bunch of different places, but I've moved here from Portsmouth, and I've now been living in Glasgow for a year.
Hey, my name's Lily. I'm 18. I'm from the south side of Glasgow, which, it's really vast, but a lot of people, when you do say south side of Glasgow, have that kind of blank look on their face. So I usually say kind of past Shawlands, Queen's Park area, but a wee bit away. But that's kind of where I am.
So, what does it mean for you to be Glaswegian?
It means the absolute world. I love that anywhere we go abroad, everyone's like, oh my god, you're Scottish, you're from Glasgow, I love that. So yeah, it just makes me dead proud of my heritage and where I've grew up.
Being Glaswegian, it's a loaded term for sure. Something that I want to be more connected to. I think with my family background, my granny and granddad, both born and raised the Gorbals, proper deep Glasgow. My mum grew up in Castlemilk, as she calls Châteaulet, and then we kind of grew up in the suburbs of Glasgow. So it's funny, a lot of my family have really thick Glaswegian accents, and mine's kind of simmered down, to be honest. It's kind of more understandable in a lot of ways, but it's something I'm really proud of. I think something that I hold close to me. I think Glaswegians are, not to be biased, really great people. I think they're also up for a joke. I love our use or overuse of the word we. Always something that's always the best. And I think it's lovely to hear so many people talk about the people, because it's definitely kind of people that have made the city.
And then what's been your favourite thing so far about Glasgow? Either from just the past 2 weeks or times that you've visited and been here before?
I think the same answer as a lot of people would give is the people in Glasgow. They're so friendly. I think where I've been living in Newcastle, it's kind of the same level of friendliness as each city's kind of known for. They're really welcoming. You can have a conversation with anyone. So
As everyone's been saying, the people, but I think the people really make it in that, there are loads of things to do and places to go, and the cultural scene is just so amazing here, but it's really made by the people and how friendly and welcoming everyone is, so it kind of gives you the opportunity, it makes you want to go do things,
Yeah. I think my whole life I've grown up where everyone around me was Glasgow. Everyone around me was Southside. Being Glasgow was boring. Scotland was the norm. hearing about people from different countries almost felt like, oh, it's like someone's American. What? I've never met anyone who's American in real life. And then to now looking back, I mean, 2 years ago I would be like, your friends with Americans? Huh? Loveliest people I've ever met. It's been amazing to just talk to people with a complete fresh gaze of what Glasgow is, because a lot of the time people have their biases, their views. I think the people that I've met that are not from Glasgow in the last year have just completely changed my perspective. The kind of cliche of being a tourist in your own city is so true. It gives me a new love for Glasgow again, getting to show someone around my haunts where I was, getting to bring people over to the south side, getting them to that hour-and-a-half commute, getting to show off what I previously thought was always boring. I'm finding so much more. I'm looking about more, going to all the silly little things I probably wouldn't have gone to before, and just really being a tourist again, and it's so fun.
I think even though it's quite a big city, it does feel really homely, like, because there's just such a mix of people and places and things to do. It feels like because everything's so different, it kind of feels like anyone could fit in, where like a lot of places, especially where I moved from, was kind of so small and like insulated. It's just really nice to have somewhere that's just like so completely different.
I think there's probably more opportunity in terms of being able to do more creative things than there is in a lot of places, I think. So just kind of seeing where that would take me.
I know that Glasgow will always be my heart. I know my mum and dad and all my family will always be here. So it will always, at the end of the day, be my home.
But it does kind of feel like Glasgow's really become home, which is nice because everything, as I said, is like so new, and everyone that I've met has been so new but also so lovely that it just feels like I've really found like a home here, which is nice.
I think if anyone else is kind of new to Glasgow and if they're feeling a bit nervous, I'd say probably don't be, because it's very easy to meet people, learn your way around. It's such a friendly and welcoming city.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.